HarperCollins presents The Happy Index, Lessons in Upside-Down Management, written and read by James Timpson. I've dedicated this book to my wonderful wife, Roisin, whose kindness and compassion inspires me every day. Introduction. Outlining an upside-down approach to management. I've been very lucky to have a boss, who also happens to be my dad, who believes in our culture of trust and kindness completely, and has supported me as I've learnt how to lead. My dad, John, is the perfect boss to have. I've also been incredibly fortunate to work with so many amazing colleagues who have decided that Timpson is a good place to spend the majority of their careers. These colleagues, who many of you won't ever meet or know, are the rock of our company and the custodians of our culture. Many of us have grown up together and worked hard to develop a culture that most people thought would fail. They walk the walk, and I'm proud to have them as colleagues. If you visit one of our shops to get a key cut or your shoes repaired, you'll hopefully be met by a smiling colleague who is happy to be there to serve you. In many ways, it's a pretty simple business. We usually have only one colleague in each shop. Our stock never goes out of date, and we have no technology to worry about. But to make it into a simple business has taken decades of work, developing a unique culture where trust and kindness is at its core. The shoe repair business isn't necessarily the first industry that springs to mind when you think of a workplace full of innovation, excitement, and surprises. I'm here to tell you, though, that the way we do things at Timpson is far from boring, and despite being founded in 1865, we aren't a traditional company at all. If you dig a little deeper into how we do things, you'll find that there's a lot more than the day-to-day operations of getting shoelaces, rubber heels and key blanks to the 2,100 branches that I oversee in my role as CEO. In fact, we rarely talk about the nuts and bolts of getting the shops open and the money in the till. Instead, we talk about the two most important factors in running a business: people and culture. If we get these right, we make money. From its very beginning, Timpson has forever been a company brimming with entrepreneurial spirit. Our story began with the vision and determination of William Timpson, the founder of the company that I oversee today. Born in 1849, my great-great-grandfather displayed an innate business eye from a young age, crafting and selling leather bootlaces from when he was just 8 years old. As a child, he would carry boots from Rothwell in Northamptonshire to the bustling boot factory in neighbouring Kettering for repairs, a journey of 5 miles and not an easy route for a young lad. At the age of 16, he travelled to Manchester, where he worked alongside his older brother Charles, delivering boots throughout the city. After a falling out with Charles, William returned to Rothwell, where he later took over the business of an elderly shoe repairer after the owner had passed away. In 1865, William made the journey back to Manchester, where he opened his own retail boot and shoe business at 97 Oldham Street, the very first Timpson branch. This was just the beginning of the extraordinary journey that would see the Timpson family business flourish into what it is today. William's dedication to his craft paved the way for the establishment of a warehouse in Great Ducie Street, Manchester, in 1895, capable of housing a staggering, for its day, 40,000 pairs of shoes. Since then, the Timpson legacy has continued through the generations, with William's son, William Henry Fairy Timpson, becoming managing director in 1912. Despite his declining health, William Timpson Sr. continued to make frequent trips from Kettering to Manchester to visit the warehouse and to keep an eye on the business. After William died in 1929, his philanthropic efforts lived on, deeply intertwined with the community. The local residents of Kettering, where he was laid to rest, displayed their respect for him by lining the streets in silent tribute and closing their shops on the Saturday. Fast forward to the present day, and we find ourselves in a new era here at Timpson. My great-great-grandfather's determination and graft has been passed down through the generations, to become one of the most successful and well-recognised brands that continues to serve its customers.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?